So hello guys, welcome to EduTap, and guys welcome to your another important session of the top PIB MCQs in which we are discussing the important news that are relevant both for your phase 1 and phase 2 examinations of RBI, SEBI and NABARD. Now guys, before proceeding with the session, there is one very important thing that we have witnessed in the RBI examination, that majority of questions, even in phase 1 or in phase 2, the majority of questions were basically directly asked from PIB, which tells us the relevance of PIB now in the upcoming examination is very important. If I tell you one thing, that if any single source that you should not miss, it should be PIB. Okay, because we have seen in the RBI the questions on India-Australia Economic Act, Raisina Dialogue, even on the One Nation One Ration Card scheme, the questions were directly handpicked from PIB itself. This tells us that PIB is really important for us. Now guys, if I talk about today's session, so in today's session we will be discussing the important topics that are from 25th to 28th of June, relevant for all your examination. So as I have discussed earlier on also, what we are doing is we are basically covering these MCQs in the form that are important for phase 1 and those news that are relevant both for your phase 1 and phase 2 examination. Now let's start with the first set of questions that are relevant only for your phase 1 examination. The first question is guys about a missile that has been launched by DRDO, that is the vertical launch short range surface to air missile. Now guys, if I talk about simply, okay, earlier if I talk about 2 to 3 years earlier or even in the previous years, there were just simple questions asked on defense sector. Okay, who has launched it? Answer will be DRDO. But now in the recent examinations, what we have seen is they are asking a question little bit in depth, that you know that it has been conducted, it has been test fired by DRDO, but from where? That is where the examiner is now playing with us. If I talk about here, the answer to that is the Chandipur coast in Odisha. Now there's two things important. You guys might confuse in Wheeler Island and Sriharikota Island. One thing you should remember here is guys that both these islands are basically talking about the missiles that are generally being launched by ISRO. श्रीहरिकोटा से भी वही मिसाइल्स लॉन्च जो जनरली इसरो लॉन्च करता है, even from Wheeler Island also. ठीक है? And if I talk about other two islands, so these are other two test firing stations. ठीक है? One of them is floating test range. Floating test range basically क्या है? एक शिप है, जब आप शिप से कोई टेस्ट फायर करते हो, these are basically known as the floating test range. So these are the important things we have discussed these also. So if I talk about this news, it was seen in news on 24th of June. ठीक है? So DRDO ने टेस्ट लॉन्च किया है आपका वर्टिकल लॉन्च रेंज शॉर्ट सरफेस एयर टू एयर surface to air missile. Coming to the second question of the day, guys. Second question is about days in news. So days in news, we are seeing that they are very important for the examination. Talking about the day, so I am asking a question on the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. You just have to tell me the theme for the day. If I talk about when it is celebrated, so we know it is celebrated on 26th of June. तो 26th of June को मनाया जाता है. अब आपको मुझे बताना है what is the theme here. The theme here is guys, that is option number C, that is addressing the drug challenge in health and humanitarian crisis. Now before moving forward, let's again look at the question itself. So there is one very important information that is given in the question itself. So now guys, a Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan run has basically been conducted. Who has conducted it? That has been seen in the question. We can see the question. It is conducted by Department of Social Justice and Empowerment. Now guys, this is something important. If the question comes in the examination, we might get confused with Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. ठीक है, हमें लगेगा हेल्थ नहीं लॉन्च किया क्योंकि नशा मुक्त की बात कर रहे हैं. नो गाइस, इट इज बीइंग लॉन्च्ड बाय द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस एंड एम्पावरमेंट. सो दिस इज अगेन एन इंपॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन दैट यू गाइस शुड नो. ठीक है जी. नाउ कमिंग टू द क्वेश्चन, सो एज वी सी इट इज सीन इन न्यूज़ ऑन 26th of June. अगर मैं बात करूं नशा मुक्त अभियान की, तो नशा मुक्त अभियान की थीम बेसिकली क्या है? दैट इज शेयर फैक्ट्स ऑन drugs and save lives. This is important guys, because this is not a theme of the day. This is the theme for this Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan for the year 2022. That is the share facts on drugs and save lives. चलिए, coming to the third question of the day guys. The third question is guys, recently the Ministry of Culture has organized a Jyotirgamya festival. Now see, this is the basic information that we earlier on read. कि किसने launch किया? That is who has launched this Jyotirgamya initiative? It is Ministry of Culture. But now if you look at the recent examinations, what they are doing is they are going one step further. ठीक है? That is who it is related to, which among the following. So if I talk about Jyotirgamya guys, it is basically related to the talent of people who are showcasing the talent on rare musical instruments. That is option number D. Now guys, one thing here that I want to discuss with you is, it is not just a आपको क्वेश्चन आंसर नहीं देखने, what you should do is, ठीक है, look at the questions, try to solve it on yourself also first of all, कि whether you know this thing or not. If you do not know, then you can move forward, ठीक है, आपको आंसर मिल जाएगा, but at least try to analyze that how much you are scoring on a daily basis, because this will really help you in the final examinations if you are analyzing on daily basis, because analyzation is very important for the examinations, guys. ठीक है. Now if I talk about this question, guys, so this is basically a Jyotirgamya festival, ठीक है, which is talking about the festival, talking about the rare musical instruments. Lot of rare musical instruments have been witnessed here, ठीक है, and it is conducted by Ministry of Culture. चलिए. Now important is it is conducted in New Delhi. चलिए. Next is guys question number 4, that is about the former chief minister of a state has passed away. His name is Shri Bhagubhai Patel. So you have to tell me he was the former chief minister of which among the following state? ठीक है, so he was the former chief minister of Gujarat, guys. So recently Prime Minister has paid his condolence on the death of Bhagubhai Patel, who was the former chief minister of Gujarat. चलिए, next question is guys about the Padma initiative. ठीक है, recently the Ministry of Defence has basically launched a payroll system which is named as Padma. ठीक है, a centralized payroll system that is named as Padma. You tell me, this initiative is basically talking about which among the following defense institutes? Is it Assam Rifle, Border Security Force, ITBP, CRPF या Indian Coast Guard? तो आंसर यहाँ पे क्या है? The answer here is option number, that is it is talking about Indian Coast Guard. Now one thing important we should remember is the full form of Padma. What does Padma stands for? So if we talk about Padma, guys, Padma is basically talking about payroll and automation for disbursement of monthly allowances. For monthly allowances, this basically payroll automation system has been launched by Ministry of Defence and it is catering to Indian Coast Guard. ठीक है जी, तो Indian Coast Guard की बात है. If I talk about other things that we have discussed about the defence sector, so we have discussed about Indo-Corpet. ठीक है, Indo-Corpet taken place at Port Blair. Then second thing, if I talk about on defense sector, we have discussed about the 5G test bed technologies tested at Mahao by IIT Madras. ठीक है जी. So see, now just from one single news of defense, you should try to revise the news that are related about read about finance defense sector in the previous session. So this is something that you should practice on a daily basis, because this will help you in retaining the things better. ठीक है, दो चीजें डिस्कस की. अगर तीसरी बात करें तो वी डिस्कस द मल्टीलेटरल पीस कीपिंग एक्सरसाइज, दैट इज कॉन्क्वेस्ट. ठीक है, कॉन्क्वेस्ट कहां पे हुई है जी? मंगोलिया में हुई है, एट उलन बाजार. ठीक है, देन वी दिस वर टैक्टिकल पीस कीपिंग एक्सरसाइज. सो टैक्टिकल एक्सरसाइज ऑफ इंडियन नेवी हैज टेकन प्लेस, दैट हैज टेकन प्लेस एट Egypt. So see, just from this single news, we are now revising all the things that we discussed about the defense sector in our previous sessions. Okay ji, chalega. Now let's move to the questions that are relevant both for your phase 1 and phase 2 examination. The first question I have tried to frame it on a recent examination pattern that has been seen in RBI. So I framed a question, paragraph here. Just look at the paragraph here and then we will try to solve this question. Okay ji, so look at the paragraph, guys. Okay. Now if I talk about in the paragraph, the most important thing is it is talking about a recent seminar conducted by MOSPI, okay ji, and it is talking about something, a framework has been discussed here. Now see, important thing when you are attempting these kind of questions, try to focus on keywords. It is talking something about environmental accounts, okay, and even in the framework also it is discussing about the framework, that is ecosystem extent will be there, conditions, supply chain will be there, climate indicators will be doing. Basically we are forming a strategy on environmental accounts. Okay, so now try to think a framework that you have seen in the news regarding the environmental accounts. If I talk about the options here, guys, let's look at the question now. The question is which framework is basically being discussed here. Is it talking about the NCAVES system? Okay, it's talking about SEEAS system, Sustainable Accounting Standard Board, Climate Disclosure, या फिर International Integration Reporting Cell. Now one thing I will say here is try to solve this question, then move to the आंसर, ठीक है। अगर आपने पढ़ा है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, if you have not read don't worry, ठीक है। the answer to this is guys, that is the system of environmental economic accounts framework, that is an basically an environment account indicator, ठीक है। क्या है ये? It is a system, it is an international standard system which is basically giving you an indicators on environment accounts, ठीक है जी। Now we talk about NCABS, this is an initiative of, जो कि यूरोपियन यूनियन स्पॉन्सर कर रहा है। That is also talking about environment, but it is not an environmental accounting framework. It is not an environmental accounting framework. This is something important. तो ये चीज यहाँ पे आपको differentiate करनी थी। चलिए, now we talk about this news guys. The news is talking about something. A seminar has been conducted on the India's environmental accounting standards. Now, if you look at this news, just the heading, you might feel that it is not something that much important. But guys, when we go in depth of a news, there was one thing that made this news quite important is that this seminar is basically intending to give you an information, that is, it is aligned with the SEE framework, that is the International Statistical Standard on Environmental Accounting, that is the System of Environment Economic Accounting Framework, ठीक है जी। Now, if I talk about the sessions that have been conducted here, so one session is on this framework, the second session is basically talking about ocean accounting. Now, why ocean accounting is important? So if we talk about ocean accounting guys, ocean accounting is basically one of the priority areas that the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation has identified under its 5-year strategy document for environmental economic accounts. Now two questions could be framed here, that this 5-year strategy document for environmental accounts is from which to which year? That is from 2022 to 2026. Second is one of the priority area here is, that is ocean accounts, ठीक है। So this information again is very important. That's why I have highlighted it as an important fact that you guys should not miss. तो ये fact आप लोगों को miss नहीं करना, ठीक है जी। चलिए, now guys let's talk a question on this framework now, that is the SEE, that is System of Environmental Accounting Framework. So here I have asked you some questions on this framework. Whether India has adopted the framework in 2018. It proposes some indicators which can generate a wide range of statistics, ठीक है, statistics and indications on the analytical applications. The framework is aligned with the SDG 2030. So these are the three statements, ठीक है। Again these kind of questions we have seen in the RBI, ठीक है। Rice ने dialogue पे they have asked a question, so there is a possibility they can ask a question on the frameworks also in the upcoming examinations, ठीक है। Now if I talk about here guys, the statement is that is only one entry is incorrect. Yes, India has adopted the framework in 2018. If I talk about the framework, basically the UN Statistics Commission in 2012 has adopted the first standard on the environmental accounting, which is basically this SEE standard was that standard. India has adopted it in 2018. If I talk about second statement here is why it is wrong, because it does not propose any indicator. It is basically giving you a wide variety of indicators which you can use to analyze the environmental accounting, but it is not proposing any indicator. This is something really important, because we might feel कि ठीक है ये तीनों statements हैं, we have not read anything, so all of the above will be the answer, but it is not like that guys, ठीक है। These are kind of things where the examiners, because the questions, the statements they are asking are quite in depth. If you have the knowledge, then you should attempt, otherwise try to skip these kind of questions, ठीक है जी। Now here, yes, the third statement is right because it is aligned to the SDG goals of 2030. So as I was discussing, UN Statistics Commission adopted it as a first international standard for environmental economic accounting in 2012. So it is this framework that was adopted. Now if I talk about this thing, so basically statistics system है जो कहाँ पे focus कर रहा है, condition of environment, contribution of environment to the economy and the impact of economy on the environment. Now guys, one thing important here is it is aligned with the global commitments of 2030, but it does not propose any particular indicator. This is something really important. This information is very important. I always tell you if you read these kind of frameworks, just focus on one thing. The things they are doing, that is absolute. But if something is not being done in under any framework, that special line is really, really important, because this is the only way examiner can play with you. This is the only point where examiner will tell you that yes, you are implementing this specific initiative, but in the framework it will be like that, that it is not working on that specific initiative. इसी स्टेटमेंट को आपको ज्यादा फोकस करके रखना है, ठीक है जी. So this was about this framework. If I talk about the three parts here, so basically the central framework of 2012, then is the ecosystem accounting and the SEA applications and extensions. Now if I talk about from India perspective, guys, India has adopted this framework in 2018. Based on this framework, India has made its environmental accounting standards, and since 2018, India is publishing that environmental accounting standards under its report by the name of NV Stats. So the fourth edition of NV Stats has been published in September 2021. So fourth edition, September 2021, it was released. Now also, when this framework was discussed, so you should also remember NV Stats is basically an annual report that is published by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So this is again important. MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, is basically publishing your NV Stats report, which is talking about environmental accounting standards, which are basically based on the SEA framework of United Nations, which United Nations has adopted in 2012 as an indicator for environmental accounts. Okay, so this is how you could, this is the sum up of this all this specific initiative. Now guys, let's move to the next news. So there was a news on, these are typical kind of questions. There was a news on AVCG task force. ठीक है जी. तो उसी न्यूज में they have specified some targets. The Minister of Information and Broadcasting, he has specified some targets here. See guys, these are typical kind of questions that we are now seeing in the RB examinations. We have seen a questions direct on the targets. ठीक है जी. We have seen a question that what's the rank of India in fisheries. ठीक है. Then they are asking the question on targets also. So based on that, the PIB, I have asked a question, direct question I have asked you, which is relevant both for your phase 1 and phase 2 examination. NABARD में this question can come even in the ESA section also. ठीक है. So if I look at this question, media and entertainment industry is expected to touch a 100 billion mark or a 7.5 lakh crore mark by which of the following year. ठीक है. Let's see. ठीक है. Try to solve this question on yourself and then move to the answer. So the answer here is, that is option number C, by 2030. Another important information that has been shared is for 4 lakh crore. The target for 4 lakh crore will be achieved by 2025. So this was in news. ठीक है. 26th of June की news है. ठीक है. So recently guys, the India has said that the information broadcasting minister said that the media and entertainment industry size is expected to touch 4 lakh crore by 2025, and this 7.5 lakh mark will be crossed by 2030. Now here he has discussed about the AVCG, audio visual computer graphics. ठीक है. AVCG initiative they discussed about. So which means now we should again revise the AVCG framework that has been discussed in the union budget also this year. Even in the month of April, a detailed guidance on the AVCG was there. So now let's see about the AVCG also. ठीक है. So here I have asked a question on the AVCG promotion task force. ठीक है. Now look at the questions. You might be feeling the question बहुत easy है. You might be feeling the question is quite easy. But if you look at the options, then you guys might get confused whether it is an easy question or a difficult question. If I talk about the first statement, if you know the first statement that audio visual service is one of the 12 champion service sectors, so whether this is a right statement or not, ठीक है, whether EV audio visual is a part of champion service sector or not, तो इसका मतलब आपको champion service sectors पता होने चाहिए. Second is its industry partners include Zynga India, so other industry partners you should also remember. ठीक है. It is responsible for setting up a national curricular framework along with Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. If we look at the statement, which statement is correct here? So guys, we know the third statement is incorrect because Ministry of Statistics and Program Ministry of Science and Tech का कोई initiative, कोई role नहीं है यहाँ पे. ठीक है. National curricular framework will be built. ठीक है. But it is not like that. It is related with Ministry of Science and Technology. ठीक है. One thing is that. Second is, if you want to go in detail of this initiative, ठीक है, don't worry, I will share a link of the PIB sessions in which we have discussed this elaboratively. ABCD task force. Now coming to the question here, guys, the third statement is wrong, and if I talk about the first and second statement, they both are right. Yes, audio visual is one of the 12 champion service sectors. So what I have done here is I have come up with a list of the other 12 champion service sector also. Okay, let's discuss first of all the 12 champion sectors. The first one here is, guys, tourism and hospitality. Second one is medical values. Third one is transport and logistics. Fourth one is, guys, accounting and financial services. Financial services. Okay, if I talk about the others remaining, fifth one is, guys, your audio visual services. Sixth is your legal services. Seventh is communication services. Eighth is कंस्ट्रक्शन रिलेटेड. ठीक है, तो ये 8 होगी. अभी 4 more we will be discussing now. The ninth one is your environmental services. 10th one is financial services. 11th is education services, and the 12th one is your engineering services. So we have discussed now the 12 champion sectors that are there. So one of them is the audiovisual service sector. So this is again an important information that we should remember. Now guys, let's talk about the ABCD framework. Okay, so we know the aim, we have discussed, it is an information of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. हमें पता है secretaries को head करेंगे. ठीक है. If I talk about the important things, so yes, Government of India has designated the audiovisual service also as one among the 12 champion service sector that we have discussed in the previous slide. So this you can discuss because आपने सब कुछ पढ़ा हुआ है, तो I think this is, you can revise it again from the PDF. Now guys, let's discuss about the last question of the day. The last question is, which among the following decade has basically been declared as a UN decade for ocean science or for environmental, for sustainable development? So see, we have discussed about the ocean accounting just a few slides earlier. Ocean accounting, we have discussed that ocean accounting is one of the priority sector under the environmental accounting indicator framework of India. ठीक है, now we have again discussed a question on the ocean science. ठीक है, ocean related question है, तो आपको मुझे बताना है which decade has been declared as the United Nations decade for ocean science, and the answer for that is option number B, 2021 to 2030. Why this is important, guys? Recently a conference has taken place, that is UN Ocean Conference has taken place. So see, we might be seeing के क्वेश्चन आएगा यूनाइटेड नेशंस ओशन कॉन्फ्रेंस में, जो कि कहाँ पे आएगा, कहाँ पे हुई है, कीनिया में हुई है and Portugal. So Kenya and Portugal has co-hosted this summit. We might be feeling this can be asked here, but what they are doing is they are not just asking a question just from the basic of the news. They are asking a question little bit in depth. So when you have seen that specific news, so here guys, in this news it was discussing that this conference has been taken place, which is co-hosted by Kenya and Portugal. The scheme of this conference, that is scaling up the ocean action based on science and innovation, which is focusing on the SDG 14, that is stock taking, partnership and solutions on oceans. Now if we talk about, so here the information was given that the UN decade of ocean science for sustainable development is 2021 to 2030. ठीक है जी. If I talk about India specific, so it's the Union Minister of Science and Technology, that is Minister of Earth Science has basically participated here. ठीक है. अगर मैं बात करूं तो उनमें से सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट क्या था, he has shared the target of India's renewable energy targets were shared here. So we know the target, that is we are targeting to reduce emission by 45% by adding 500 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030, which will be helping us in reducing almost 1 billion ton of our carbon dioxide emission. ठीक है जी. So guys, these were the 10 questions. Now I have bring on you an additional question, that is a homework question for all of you guys. So we discussed about the SEEA framework. There is again a very important framework that we have seen here is this Natural Capital Accounting and Valuation of the Ecosystem Services. This is again a very important framework regarding the environmental system. ठीक है. So now you have to tell me which among the following statements are correct about this framework. ठीक है जी. So if you know this thing, this is really good, but if you don't know, try to read. ठीक है. Go through the websites, try to read about these things. ठीक है. Because this question, this is again an important thing that we should remember. ठीक है जी. So guys, this was all about your lecture for the day. If you have liked the lecture, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. ठीक है. For that you have to click the subscription button here and press the bell icon so that you can receive all the notifications. Then guys, to get the access of the PDF, kindly subscribe to the Telegram channel, the link for which is given in the description below. Now guys, a very important information for you is that guys, we are running a flat 40% off plus an additional 10% off you can avail on all our combo courses. ठीक है. Gold, silver combo, NABARD, RBI, SEBI. What you have to do is you have to avail this code WOW46. ठीक है. That is available till midnight. And for those people who are preparing for the examinations, don't go away guys. You can also avail a flat 70% off on our ASIC test series. ठीक है. Yes, on the ASIC test series you could avail flat 70% off. That is again valid till today midnight. ठीक है जी. So guys, this was all about the session. I hope you have liked the session. Still, if you have any kind of doubt or you want to discuss anything with us, ठीक है, what you can do is you could place us a call at this number and you could also drop us an email at this hello@edutab.co.in. I hope guys the lecture is fruitful for you. So keep learning. Wishing you all the best and keep preparing hard. Bye bye.